Welcome to the League
Down Under, a podcast about League of Legends Oceania. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is episode 6 of the League Down Under. I'm your host, Matt Mushu Hill, and with me this morning, it's 12:50 a.m. on the 25th of
25th,
yeah, 25th of February. So with me right now is Eddie Fat Cat Sellers. How are you doing at this fine hour of the morning, sir?
Good. I'm tired, but
Yeah.
I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to roll as well. I sort of had this late night. I intended to record at 11:30 because that way we could get it out hopefully by Thursday morning. So after we're done here, I'm gonna slap it together and get it up on the iTunes and the YouTubes and shit like that. But it should be good. But
I'm mad for you, man.
dude, I've got it down to a pretty quick process. I only have to clean our audio a little bit for all the shit noises we make and stuff like that.
Yeah, I make a lot of noises. Sorry about that. I might just chuck a few in there to make you stay up a little longer.
Oh, dude, you're such a stand-up bloke.
It's kind. I'm kind.
So what's going on? Being the chief, just living life?
Everything is good. Had a stomp, which we'll talk about. We stomped, rather, not.
Yeah,
Not
you guys are looking better, looking like one of those top 3 teams or something.
I think I'll go out on a limb and say that we're first. Just based on obviously scrims aren't something that you can base a position off, but we're doing better. We're doing better.
Scrims are going well.
We're definitely ahead of Direwolves now, I think.
Okay, so it's just a matter of time for the fixture to catch up, I guess.
Pretty much.
Cool. I've been doing a little bit of league stuff, just grinding away at the old ranks, but other than that,
How you doing, man? Are you getting any more elos?
Slowly.
Slowly?
It's a slow, painful process.
What are you sitting at now?
I'm silver 2 at the moment, so
Nice.
not sure how much LP I'm on, but I'm getting there slowly. I'll be a gold scrub eventually.
A
bronze scrub. It's gonna lose 20 games in a row.
I hit Diamond 3 and then I didn't double promote, so I just
Said screw this game.
So I was just I'm still having fun with it, but it's few and far between, so.
How many games in a row do you think you have to win to double promote that sort of elo? Or it'd be pretty consistent throughout the entire thing. I'm
pretty sure it's MMR, right? Because the account that I'm playing on right now was Diamond 3, so I double promoted from Diamond 5 to Diamond 3, and then I just didn't get the double promote on the D3 promos, unfortunately, but...
So you're screw this game.
Yeah.
So you didn't go straight into Diamond 1, you poor soul.
Dude, it's a struggle.
Do you just know everybody at that point? Everyone you queue with, do you know the majority of the people you're queuing with?
Usually you get your familiar faces, right? With every season, but this season it's a little different because it's a lot easier to get a higher rank now. So you're starting to see people that you necessarily haven't seen before who have queued with 5 people and now they're here. So there's a bit of diversity now, which is good. It's kind of boring to play against the same people.
Started from the bronze, now we're here.
Something like that.
So so you reckon people are pretty successful at carrying a scrub from low to high? Well,
sorry, how successful?
Yeah, so you're saying some people who haven't been that elo previously are now getting up there because they're just jumping in with a 5-man.
There's a lot of people that are they're I know a few at least that were Diamond 5, and they weren't bad, but they just kind of didn't know how to carry a game, and they work better in team environments. So it's
okay, yeah. I suppose that sort of caters the dynamic queue sort of caters to those people now.
Yeah, so they have a bit of a more easier time, and I don't know. I still really enjoy dynamic queue. I think it's a lot of fun, but
do you have a solo queue anymore?
No, but apparently that's coming. There was a post on Reddit about it, so.
I just still think it's a bad idea to split the queues, but I suppose they already did when they had rank 5s and when they had solo duo queue.
Yeah, there's only one queue right now, so the ranked anyway.
But adding that, because they intend to add a solo queue, just a single, no duo, just straight up solo queue.
Yeah, it's like 10 people just like matched up, like completely random. So
I guess that's
what I'm hanging out for.
Yeah,
anyway.
I guess that's kind of cool because it's like sort of like the polar opposite in that you're always going to get one, whereas everything else, any other team size, you're good with dynamic queue, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just sort of get wrecked a bit because you get usually put with a 4-stack, I would assume, if you're queuing as a one person.
Yeah, that's sometimes. I think it's like tries to cater to the what's the word? I can't really think. My brain is mush. Like tries to cater to the one person more than the four. Yeah.
Well, I know in Heroes of the Storm they recently had an update to their matchmaking because we used to play a lot of like 4-man stack, and so we'd always get queued against a 5-man, and so we just get wrecked because we weren't because it was just blind pick. We were just picking whatever we wanted to play, and we get run into these 5 stacks where they're just picking like T1 champions and playing a really hard game.
Yeah,
it's so fucking bullshit. It's like it became like because HOTS is what I play when I get bored with ARAMs.
Oh yeah.
So if I'm sick of ranked, I'll play ARAMs. If I'm sick of ARAMs, I'll play HOTS. It's just like it's good times.
As you do.
But anyway. Shit that came up this week, young Eddie. So next week will be Superweek, and they've announced that there's going to be tipping for the Superweek. So you can go on ost.lolesports.com and find the Superweek tipping page. Now it's nice and easy because you don't have to tip the margin. You don't have to tip like 2-1 or how many games the set series will go to. You just have to pick the winner.
Yeah, it's pretty simplified. Yes. I actually tipped, so. I know I'm going to get them all right because I'm just the best.
You're just the best?
I actually tipped like how I would if I didn't have any friends.
What does that mean?
You know what I mean? Like I didn't, because obviously on here I'm a little biased to like who I want to win.
Yeah.
And who I think will win, but
So like for example the Direwolves Chiefs game, I assume you still tip the Chiefs.
Yep, tip the Chiefs because I think they will win. But yeah, like even if I thought, or even if I was like super friends with the Direwolves, or like I was their manager or something to that effect, I would still go for Chiefs in that scenario.
I suppose we can just punch out the tipping / next week thing right now. So game 1, so each day has like 2 games, so 6 games in total next week. So Avant Trident, I think I'm tipping Trident at this point.
Yep.
Trident. Massive. We'll get to their performance in a little bit. Direwolves Chiefs, gonna tip Chiefs.
Chiefs, yep.
Then on Tuesday, Direwolves Sin, gonna tip Direwolves.
Yep.
And then Legacy Trident, gonna still tip Legacy.
Legacy, yep.
I think that's one where people are gonna split, like in that. I think if you want to win the tipping and like set yourself apart from the tiebreaker, is to tip Trident and have Trident win, like pulled off the upset.
I think the upset game would probably be Direwolves over Chiefs.
Yeah.
A lot of people would pick, like, that one's going to be 50-50 because there's like a lot of people that just aren't really, like, they're not like you and me in the sense that they don't like research or like not necessarily research anything. They just kind of like sit there and they look at last week's performance and they're like, yep, that's probably how it's going to go, and then they just base their assumption off of that. So I think the Direwolves Chiefs one will probably be the one to watch.
The one to watch. If you watch one game next week, make sure it's that one. And then on the Wednesday, the Chiefs' second performance of the week. So Chiefs take on Sin Gaming. So Chiefs.
Chefs, bro. The chefs.
And then Hellions and Infernum. So Hellions, right?
Yeah, Hellions. Yeah.
They've been looking alright.
It's pretty easy. The Avant game is actually going to be like a pretty good game because they have a new mid. Or they will have a new mid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's the new mid laner? Do you know?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I guess I can. Like, I'm pretty sure it's known like a lot. It's a guy called Triple Cheese.
Is he 3 times as good as Cheese on your team?
No. I think Cheese is a lot better than him right now. Cheese on Chiefs? Holy shit. Like, he got a lot better, man. Because I think he's like fitting the groove now. So it's just really nice to like, because like, I don't necessarily have to, like, watch scrims, right? But I kind of do it anyway, just because I'm like, shit, like, these guys are like so much better than me, and I just sit there like looking at my like keyboard like how. But yeah, Cheese got like crazy good recently. So not as bad as Triple Cheese. That sounds weird. Triple Cheese isn't as good as Cheese. That's better.
Yeah. So if it makes you feel any better, Triple, which I assume is Triple Cheese, is already listed on the Avant team page.
Yeah, he's a sub. I just wasn't sure if they were going to field him, but I'm like 90% sure they are. Because the wrecked mid laner, or wrecked, I don't think he wants to play anymore. Because his computer's like really terrible and he can't like open tournament client and it's just like a big issue.
The hell? Like, you're playing for a professional team and don't have a work functioning computer.
He is like, he lives in Adelaide and like he has a laptop and he's like your typical like blokey bloke, you know what I mean?
Like Carbon without skill?
Yeah, but even then like wrecked is really good. But I just think like he's kind of fed up with it all, like playing on a shitty laptop, like out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and like having like terrible internet to boot.
Oh.
And then like on top of all of that, his Tournament Realm client just like doesn't work for him for some reason. So it's just like, yeah, sorry boys.
What is the Tournament Realm client for those of you playing at home?
Okay, so it's like, I actually don't know what I'm allowed to say about it, but
it's from what.
So you have a live client.
Yeah,
right, which is where you play your normal games and stuff, and then there's a separate one, which is Riot like handles it all, but there's two clients, right, and one is for tournament games, and the other is for your live stuff. Yeah, and typically the Tournament Realm is one patch behind for a little bit, like until it catches up. So it's like it adjusts slower, so your strategies are still relevant and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think
it's just an ease of access thing for Riot.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, I don't think you get in too much trouble because it's obvious that if they're not playing on the live patch, then they've got some second client. I mean, I guess it's like a results thing as well. Like if you played on the live client, you would have a 3-minute delay. Oh, that's another thing. They don't have a delay on the spectator. That's
the big one.
That's the big one. Yeah, that's always sort of like messed with me. I was like, I assume they just have some way to speed it up so you can just like watch live or whatever.
Yeah.
And I suppose it'd be a better way to do like replays and shit because they're always pretty like on point with the replays and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like flying off the shelf basically, like just coming through the feed and like boom, like 2 seconds, send the replay out kind of thing. So
good times, yeah.
But it's like notoriously
buggy.
Not buggy. It's just like it's kind of slow, sluggish, because obviously there's not like that much resource dedicated to it kind of thing, so.
Yeah.
And that's probably where like Rex's problem comes from, but.
I would think that Avant would be able to get him a computer, like, surely.
Yeah, Avant is probably in the, like, obviously I can't like comment on their finances, but when I was there were options for people to have computers to play on. And whether that is still around, probably is, because Wes and James are like, really good to their players, but it's more a matter of like Jesse Wrecked, like I just call him my first name. It's probably like more of a I don't want to play anymore kind of thing, so there's no point in giving me a computer.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just like he knows he's cooked.
Yeah, because he's just kind of like, I guess he's over it. I'm not too sure. Like I can't get into his like inner psyche and like give you an answer. I just think he's over it.
Just open your brain and give me the answers.
Yeah.
So how's Triple compare to the young Wrecked?
Well, Wrecked is like, see, there's this common misconception that Wrecked sucks because it's like he plays assassins, right?
Mm.
And that's just like always how he's played, because he's like, he literally just like hates taking shit from like, he just wants to kill people, right? Like he doesn't want to play these passive kind of mid laners where like an inch is like everything. Like you miss a CS, it's like a big deal. Like you get out traded, it's like another big deal. So he just likes playing assassins and like killing everyone. And as a result of that, like assassins really only kill one person. Like they're not really like
a team fight
doing heaps of damage like your Corkis, your Orianas, that sort of thing. So Rex's damage is really low, but he's a really good assassin player in the sense that he just like crushes people. Like I think he like beat every single mid laner in lane, like pretty handedly, except for a few. But I don't think Avant, like the difference between Rect and Triple is more like he does play your control-y kind of, I'm just gonna farm up, get massive, and then just insert myself into your team and like become a nuisance. Whereas Rect is the like assassin, like hyphy player kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm definitely not a fan of playing like none of those grindy mid laners where it's all about getting an inch. I'm definitely a big sort of like
Yeah. Well, assassin's like more fun to watch, right?
Definitely more fun to play. Well, I guess.
Yeah, more fun to play, more fun to watch, just more fun all around. But like, I think Avant needs that kind of stability in the mid, and it's not as if like they kick Rect or anything. I just think like Triple was always going to play when he came of age, because like he's turning 17. That's why he's coming in, because he was 16. But yeah, he's in. Not too sure what role he's going to play actually, but probably mid.
It's like the last minute change and put Destiny.
Yeah, dude, the Avant roster is like you could throw it up in the air, you could like catch it, and that'd be what it'd be for that day. You know, like throw it up. Throw 5 pieces of random shapes up in the air, catch it, and then that's where people are going for that day, kind of thing.
They haven't been doing too well these past 2 weeks. I mean, they had pretty much no bans this week, 2 weeks in a row.
I think that was poor management of like what was happening with the roster. But it's kind of hard to like, because I know like that rec thing only came up this week, so it's like they had like an hour to inform Riot, so it's kind of
okay, yeah. So it wasn't like anything anyone really could have done. It's just sort of like shit.
Basically, I'm not calling out the AV manager here.
Damn, that's what I was like trying to make you do, just like call her out.
It's I think it's unavoidable and she handles it fine. So
yeah.
Hi, Maddie.
If you're listening, hi.
Hi. She'll listen. I'll tell her to go to this.
If you want to keep your job, you listen to this.
I have no swing at AV anymore, dude. She could mop the floor with me, basically.
Just shit talk you, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so for those of you who love the OPL Rewind, episode 5 was put out this week by our friend Skyen.
Mm-hmm.
And it features the Helion versus the Avant Garde symbol. It's quite there's always kind of like, I guess, like almost Dragon Ball Z kind of themed.
Yeah.
In that, you know, game 1, Avant is power beaming Helion's down, and then in the second one, just shitting on him.
Just beating him up. It sucks, man. It sucks. AV always win one game and then lose 2.
Yeah, as is illustrated by the comic, when it's just like, you know, he's doing the Pantheon fucking spear throw, and then like the barrage where he just like wrecks in Avant. But yeah, and then I think the Chief driving a tank where he runs over and
just doesn't even notice.
Yeah. And then,
I like that one a lot. That was good. The Sin one was really good as well.
Yeah.
The Trident tsunami just pumping over the top.
Just like going huge, just like
Yeah.
Can you imagine how
the Legacy one as well, with the Direwolf's dog looking for a fucking to take a piss on it.
And the tree, the first time it doesn't like just drop a branch on someone.
Yeah, it actually has a face now, so that's cool.
It was a good week, but yeah, no, I definitely the Trident one I think is like long. It's been a long time coming. It's just like
I'm actually really keen to see what happens when Legacy loses for the comic.
Just like 100% it's just someone like setting fire or like burning or just chopping the tree down or something.
Yeah, well, presumably it'll be to the Chiefs, so
the Chiefs just getting an axe out, or
axing it down, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but it should be good. I look forward to it. Skyen, I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Yeah, keep them coming, keep them coming. All right, so this week in the OPL, Sin took on your buddies Avant, and as you alluded to before, they were able to win one game And eventually went down to Sin in a 3-game series.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Won the first game, lost the next two, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe lost the first game, won the second, lost the... I don't know.
They definitely lost the last game, put it that way.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
I think it was one... I think it was like 1-2-2, like that.
I think they won the second game because the notes I've got written here is game 1, awesome dive mid for first blood, Graggy G back in rotation. We'll see how it goes. This was Destiny overextending. Destiny kills Rymeister 2-on-2. Shelby
Oh yeah, I see that there. Yeah.
gank spot.
Oh,
yeah, with the blind turkey setup.
Yeah.
Gank city bitch.
Oh yeah, I remember because game 2 was the game that they won because Blind Turkey played Malphite and just went in like he didn't.
Yeah, it's just like Malphite support. Good times. I played Malphite support a few times. It's never gone badly.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's just useless in lane, kind of.
yeah, it's useless in lane, but if you get through lane, then you're golden.
You're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
But all you can do in lane is like throw wagon wheels. Wagon wheels don't really cut it, I guess, in competitive play. But I mean, that's
apparently they do.
I guess this is like a sign of how like Sin is like in dire straits, like dropping a game to the AV who lost to Infernum. It's just like shit. We suck.
But I suppose anything can really happen in a 3-game series. Like when you have that chance to like get used to people and counterpick and then have another crack at it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not discrediting Sin. I guess I am a little bit, but maybe I'm more of a praising AV for actually taking a game than like putting down Sin kind of thing.
So Rhymaster had a pretty shit time in lane in that first game, but went like fucking huge by the end of it because he's playing Yasuo in the first one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he kind of got wrecked and then he just split pushed all game and he just destroyed everything.
Just a dirty Yasuo player.
Sin is notorious for having like a big Wombo-y comp where like they pick Yasuo and they just kind of like blow you up with the Yasuo ult and everybody tries to. It's just like one big mess of just people piling on top of each other.
Sabado!
Yeah, dude. And then because AV had no bans in the first game, they just had to let it through and like they got it and it was just evident
of course.
how strong Sin are in the Wombo.
But that's the only comp. As I said, I'm pretty sure they said it. It's like they are. So Sin's just a one comp team, which is fine if you keep getting that one.
I was in Twitch chat like posting no Wombo, no clue, and all this stuff. All in good fun. I don't actually think that Sin that's all Sin can play. I think they have a lot of decent players. So
but
better than me anyway.
This comp is definitely close to the top of their range of comps.
I mean, it's like their signature thing. You better believe if they can get it, they're gonna go for it.
Rymeister just looks so comfortable on that Yasuo.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much his champ. It really only has one option, and that's go.
I have one gear, go.
Yeah, exactly. He can't really play passive. He's just really into aggression. So
in that second game, first of all, Shelby came up huge. And then it was Destiny's third time on Victor or something.
Victor, yeah, I think he played Victor, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And it was hasn't played it a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a mid laner, right? So
yeah, that's true, I suppose. But the other thing was Sin was docked a ban for being late. There was definitely a larger pause between game 1 and game 2.
Yeah, I think it was oh shit, in the Sin encampment, I think it was we can actually lose here, boys. Let's get our shit together. So they took a little bit extra time. Or they might have just been a legitimate connection issue. I actually think losing a ban kind of worked in Sin's favor for that game.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that worked. Because it was only one, it wasn't just free-for-all. It was sort of one of the OPs just sort of slipped through in the ban cycle. It was kind of...
Yeah.
It was a little bit weird.
AV was on red first game, blue second, and then red on the last one, I believe, right? So Sin has 2 bans. They banned 2 OPs. AV has 3 bans. They banned 3 OPs. They're still really broken champs. And then they first pick Cog, I think it was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they first pick Cog or whatever broken champ. AV gets 2 broken champs, and then Sin get 2 more. So Sin, overall, by missing a ban, I think it kind of helped. They got more OPs than AV did. because there was just like two little bans. Like one ban is like really big.
Yeah,
Like, for example, like you can't ban a gangplank or like
Gangplank.
can't ban like I don't know, just like the ban is like in itself isn't that important. Just like the champions opening up is what is important by missing the ban. So
the third game seemed like pretty close for a long time. Like the first 10 minutes was pretty close, like pretty even, and then it just sort of broke.
Yeah.
As like Blind Turkey gets ganked while Shelby's ganking Rheinmeister in mid. And it's just sort of all just like exploded, and there was the fun times when Kadrid's Corky Gatling gun got stuck.
Oh, so dude, the sound,
yeah,
like, oh yeah.
I think Rusty was speaking or preaching to the choir, because I was just like, man, just make it stop, please, just turn it off. But in the end, Sin was too strong, and just was the bigger boys this game. I mean, I didn't realize, this was something that I saw, that the Rift Herald buff drops on the ground.
Oh yeah. So before it was last hit, and now they made it so that
you can gift it to someone, because they walked away from it and left it for Rheinmeister. I was like, what the heck? That's not. I haven't seen that before.
It's cool. It's like gives a bit more strategy, so you don't really have to worry about who last hits it.
Oh no, the support hit it. GG.
Yeah, GG. Like
G fucking G. All right.
Yeah. Sin 2-1 beasts.
Beastie, but
Beastie boys.
Avant not looking too bad. I mean, hopefully Triple will shake shit up, and we will have a good Avant next week.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there might be one other player that's coming in as well, but
mystery.
Mystery. So I'm not gonna say that one, because that one's. I know that one isn't public, so.
That's a legitimate public one.
That's
non-public.
Yeah, non-public one. So that'd be good. And a lot of people probably won't expect who it is either. So.
It's not Porky in the top lane, is it?
Nah, no. I can tell you it's nobody that's ever been on AV before, so.
AV before, so what you're alluding to is it's a previous OPL Pro?
Could be, could not be. I'm not,
Is it you?
Not saying anything. No, it's not me. I would have to leave management position to play.
Too cushy a job is what you're telling me?
Yeah, no, I really enjoy it, so. What is the point? I would leave and then I would just get smashed.
You get smashed and pull a Beamer and get replaced.
I reckon I could hold my own against.
Much like Beamer did, like.
Yeah, more better than Beamer, I think. Like I could probably do like semi decently, but like the macro kind of getting smashed by like dives and like not checking the map and just generally like never have been playing with the people that I would play with would bite me in the ass pretty hard, so I just wouldn't do it at all.
You heard it here first, guys. Eddie's calling out Beamer, saying he's better than.
Yeah, I'll make that call. I think I'm better than Beamer.
Better than Beamer
at jungle, anyway.
At jungle, you really?
Yeah, I'd smash him in jungle.
Because he was a pro jungler, wasn't
he? Yeah, but he wasn't very good.
Ooh.
Not really. I think he knows he wasn't very good either.
So okay.
I mean no disrespect, but like. Yeah. I just don't think Beamer is as good as he used to be.
Ah, yeah, that's definitely true. But when you take a year off to work for Riot, I mean, something's got to give.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Challenger on 4 accounts, so he's doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah, gets a Challenger, then talk. Piece of shit.
Yeah, how dare I?
Yeah, what are you doing with life? Anyway, Chiefs vs. Hellions. Stumpity McStump. This is, I think this is just like, this is just you boys just flexing your muscles. It's just being like.
Pretty much, just like, pretty walkable, that game. Just
oh my god, the best bit was like 45, 50 seconds into the first game, Swiper flashes.
Oh, dude, yeah.
On Nautilus.
Like he comes into TS and he's like, "Old plan, boys. Meant to do that." Giving him an advantage. Oh, just like, Jesus.
Yeah, it was just sort of like, it was just as the camera moved on to him as well. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It's just like, obviously he went to type. Is that what he did? He must have gone to type something.
Maybe, or he just like pressed control to like start dancing and like accidentally slapped his finger on D or whatever. Because it's like control or shift, like 3 or whatever. Like they're kind of close, right?
Yeah. Well, it is and it's not. I guess is like
It's like on the
because of
way.
Control 3, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the way.
On the way.
But in the same sense, like that Control caps lock is on the way.
Yeah, he might have been like talking shit, just like shooting the shit
In
default
chat.
chat. Yeah,
Because they definitely don't like show the chat. I wish they would because
no, they don't. Not. I wasn't saying like he would talk shit in all chat. He might have just been like typing something. Because like if a lot of people are talking like at once, you just kind of type it so it's there, and you don't have to you know what I mean? Like if a lot of people are talking and your voice isn't heard, just type something and it'll be seen, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I see that. But Swiper's Nautilus, that was just ridiculous. I was like, man, I gotta get in the top lane and just crack out some of this Nautilus. Looks like so bullshit, just not being able to die. And the W with the depth charge or whatever it is, what's the thing where it like bounces out called?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, but we all know the thing where he presses the thing and there's like the explosion around him. Just
Yeah, that exactly.
Yeah, that did so much damage. I was like, that's not fair. How is that fair?
Does quite a lot of damage, and it can hit twice as well.
Yeah, and with the ZZ Rot portal, that was just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, ZZ Rot, dude. The best counter to like an AP laner is like you buy ZZ Rot and then you buy Banner of Command, and you Banner of Command your minion, and you have a ZZ Rot portal that's pushing the wave, so it just like shoves in insanely hard, like over and over again. It's nuts. It's actually nuts.
That sounds like just cheese.
It's
just
so annoying to play against.
Like what do I do? Yeah, it's just like what do?
You just you suffer, unfortunately.
Well, I suppose it's really good against like AP laners, isn't it? Because someone like I guess like a Fiora or something can just like chop.
Yeah. Fiora just like destroys the minions, the Banner of Command minion anyway. It just like destroys it.
Which would be completely anticlimactic, and the ZZ Rot portal would just be like, see, how much gold do you get for killing a ZZ Rot portal minion? Same amount, or?
I believe it's 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's 5.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But yeah, no. So Cheese in this game 1 got a cheesy first blood double kill.
Yep.
What else have I got? Oh yeah, there's just some insane play where it was like 3v2 or 2v2, and then basically Chiefs got a 3-0, and then Ryu made it to a 3-1 for like a flash like last hit, and it's just the amazing trust that your boys had in one another, just to be able to play it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Cheese is just getting a lot better. I don't actually know if Cheese was there, was he?
Yeah, I think he was. I think it was Spooks. It was Spooks, Swiper, and Cheese. Yeah.
Just like the trust, I guess, is going up, and it's like
catch me.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, fall back
me.
and yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that like if you in your opinion, right, if you were to compare Chiefs to when they beat Trident, lost to Direwolves in the first 2 weeks, and now, like the differentiation in skill is like pretty evident, right?
Yeah, it just seems like he's much more comfortable. Which is a big thing. Like, if you don't have to think about how you're performing, then it's easier to perform.
Yeah.
It's just one thing you don't have to think about.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a pretty easy game 1. Then game 2.
Also a stop. A bit of a weird one though.
Yeah, it was Rammus top lane is just...
Yeah, dude.
It's
pretty nuts.
Radier's tweet after is like, if Rammus top lane becomes a thing, I'm just going to quit ADC.
Yeah, dude. It's
fair enough.
It's pretty annoying. But I mean, the good thing about Rammus being top is like going QSS before was like kind of a bitch. Like it kind of sucked, but now going QSS on an AD carry is like half decent because the item is like okay. Like the upgraded item, like it's like Mercurial Scimitar. It's like a lot better than what it was. So
it's actually viable to build now.
Yeah, like, especially if they have some form of CC that, like, taunts you. Like, it gives you decent stats. It's like a percentage given back or something. Hang on, let me look at it. I don't know exactly, obviously, but the point being is it's like a good item kind of thing.
This game was just fun to watch because it was nice to see Rammus back in rotation.
Rammus fun to watch?
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's just, dude, Powerball, I think, is one of the most amusing things to watch in League of Legends. Just the decision making, just like in, out, in.
I made like the Chiefs post like on Twitter, and I was like, Chiefs Powerball to a 2-0 victory.
And you died a little inside.
Oh no, I loved it, dude. It was a bit of a fun meme kind of thing.
But dude,
good stuff.
This game felt like it was a little bit over by 10 minutes, and that this was when the Chiefs were up 5-0, and it wasn't until until the 18-minute mark when they did that fucking dive bot, and it went so badly, and it was like 10-5.
Yeah, it's still over though.
That's that's how over it was. Is they were able to dive, like, fuck it up, and
get aced kind of thing.
And then just turn around and win the game for a 30. Because the first game was like a 26-minute win or something.
It's pretty fast.
And then the second one was a 31-minute game,
and
it's just like GG, which is good because it let for those of you playing at home, Eddie and I work on a Tuesday night, and so a lot of the time what happens is we can watch one series on the double-headed Tuesday, but we miss the second one. But this week just gone, we were able to see both series because it was done by 6:30 Western Australia time.
Oh god, I just got into a coffee pit. But yeah, we usually have to rush off to work before all the games get done, but you know, the boys make quick work. Can't complain, right?
Just like Legacy made quick work of Infernum 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Infernum there we go. Infernum lost all their bans. I knew there was another team that did.
Yeah, because I think their support had computer troubles.
Dude, what the fuck? Play, yeah. You're a professional LoL player having computer troubles. I know it happens, but everyone in 3 teams in 1 week is just like...
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Like, yeah. I mean, Australia is kind of notorious for having shitty connections, computers, you name it. But,
shitty connections, definitely. Shitty computers.
There's like some big nasty computers that like people have, but people in the OPL are like 17, man. Like, they're given computers, like, they're using family computers. Like, maybe not in the case of, like, Legacy and stuff, but probably swinging more towards the other ones.
Yeah, the lower teams definitely who are not as well established.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what did I have for this game? Yeah, so bad week for people needing subs and losing bans. Malik is a sub. Legacy preying on the bot lane. Easy game, easy life. Legacy smashes game 2. Carbon's a fiend. Legacy outclassed in lanes. Mid Beast was just down CS. Just seemed like it was a very much the first team versus the last team. Best versus worst sort of thing. That's just sort of what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much gonna happen. Like, you can't really win, I guess, when you're like the mismatch is too strong. Strong.
Yeah, the mismatch is too strong this time around.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which is kind of like, I just turned it off because I was like so bored. It's like,
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, it's like, it's bound to like be a bit of a stunt. Like, you can't really.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, like the first, I'm a big fan of watching like the first 10, 12 minutes of a league game. Like up until first blood, and then like the first 3 or 4 kills. A lot of the time is where I'll watch it because I don't know. Sometimes it feels like some of the games just end the same. It's like very stale for a little bit, and then sort of ramps up to the end of an exciting conclusion, which you can catch on a highlight reel or something like that.
It's just like the rush of adrenaline at the end of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But rounding out the week was Trident versus the Direwolves, which ended up being a 2-1 series. I missed the first 20 minutes because of the first game because I was just like, it's gonna be a stomp. Direwolves is gonna stomp the shit out of them.
Didn't I go for Trident in this series?
You did.
Yeah, kind of sucked. I think they would have won last game, actually, as well. But we'll get on to the first game first, obviously.
Yeah, so I came back about 20 minutes into the game, and it was 15-6, and I was just like, holy
shit. Right, dude, I was onto something, right? Like,
yeah, dude, I
was on the money. But yeah, first game pretty good, I guess. Like you could still see that Direwolves were probably the stronger team, but
it wasn't like as big of a difference. Like they're having
like everyone
problems.
expected. Yeah,
It's
Direwolves like fucked up, dude. They made a huge blunder top, which just gave like 3 kills for 1, I think.
Is that?
Yeah, 3 for 1. And it was just like, oh, game's kind of out of our hands, boys. Just to try and come back as best you can.
That just sort of happens sometimes, though, doesn't it? We just gift the game in the first, like, 10, 15. It's just
kind of lay up to them, pretty much.
Here, win the game.
Take this from me.
Which is, I think, is the importance of playing, like, the 3-game series, is that can happen, and it's just not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're playing, like, NA and you do something like that, it's just like...
It's kind of all over Red Rover.
Yeah, pretty much fucking GG. I had, Wzrd takes out Raze in some cheeky 1v1 action. That looked pretty, the GP mid, it was, quite cheeky.
Oh, dude, he didn't even do anything. Raze, like, made all the right moves, but Gangplank gonna Gangplank.
Gangplank gonna Gangplank, Barrow boom, and then parlay, GG.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, Irene. Yeah, Pac-Man fakes out Kuden as other tri-members. Oh, that's right. Because he was on the Poppy and he was being chased down by Alistar, as in with Kuden's Alistar, and there was like a couple of other Direwolves members there, and then Pac-Man's running away, and then all of a sudden he, notices his boys are coming up and just slams him into a wall. It's just like, what a fucking fiend. It's just how far ahead they actually really were.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. But, oh well.
Ah well.
Oh well.
Game 2. Jake was punished by the level 2 all-in. It was a very early first blood.
Yeah, bot lane played pretty well. And then Kuden's actually pretty good, man. Like, he's stepped it up a lot, I found.
Yeah, definitely. He's coming into his own, that young mechanics.
He's definitely coming into his own.
Youngmechanics.com. Dude, as soon as I see an Udyr, I always feel like I'm on the back foot against, like, it's just silver, elo, solo queue sadness kind of shit. Whenever I queue into an Udyr, it's just like, fuck, he's gonna gank my jungle, and I'm gonna be a sad motherfucker, because I'm gonna be doing my red, and he's gonna come around the corner, and I'll flash, and I'll ping, and just as the mid laner shows up, I'll get wrecked. It's just like, that's my experiences with the Udyr.
Unfortunately so.
But apparently in competitive play, that's not how it goes. You just sort of like carry all the way to the end.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, kind of I don't know. I got really upset because I was like, oh, I want Trident to win so
that
bad.
Would have been so fucking fantastic, like, because that would have torn like the middle of the table up, just like Helion's and Trident just up there.
Yeah, dude. Like, I still think Trident will pull forth. I'm clutching to it.
Yeah,
man.
dude, they are looking like a solid mid-tier team at the moment.
I'm calling it, man.
They're definitely not a bottom 2 team right now.
Not at all.
They just look like they're just getting their shit together and they're having a fun time. And Wzrd is doing so well, and which is unlocking impaired. I think it's impaired. Like in that first game, the 100% impaired, just MVP, just pulling out the big dick Nidalee, just
giving him the dong.
Yeah, it's just the spear dong. It's just, dude, it's just so
spear dong.
Max range spear dong.
Yeah, I don't know. Impaired's always, I think he's always been regarded as like a really good. He plays like all them random ass like he plays Echo with Runeglaive kind of thing. Like when he played Echo with Runeglaive when typically Echo was like Cinderhulk. So he's like a real carry orientated kind of jungler. And I mean, it just like really works with Nidalee right now. Like Nidalee's just so high tier. It's like crazy. If you perform.
What changed?
With Nidalee, I think a lot of stuff got nerfed and like.
Yeah, it was that effect of nerfing everything around.
Yeah, and then there's like the Strength of the Ages, or I don't exactly know what the mastery is, but it's in the third mastery on the very bottom in the middle.
Oh yeah, they got
so vague,
buffed, and so you didn't have to take. Because I remember trying to play Nidalee with Thunderlords, and you just got fucked up in the jungle.
Yeah, you get pretty destroyed. But with the Strength of the Ages stuff, like every time you kill the big camps, you get health. and like it's just you gain health, like you get 300 free health from a mastery after you farm like a certain amount of camps. So it just like makes you tanky and like gives you that option to like power farm and become like this big fucking cougar beast.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have to get back on it because I remember playing like when the Thunderlord craze was at its peak. It's just like Thunderlord everything, play Italy, and you have to
all
take,
of
like,
the Thunderlords.
It's just like, you come into a game, it's like 10 out of 10 Thunderlords. It's like, wow, good work, Rido.
We lost, boys.
But yeah, game 3 of the Direwolves series. Now, walk us through what was going on in this one with the subbing and the standing in.
Okay, so I guess Kuden had like a problem with his computer, and then they were like, oh, we need a sub. And then Rippy is like the owner / sub kind of thing. And he was around, obviously, because like his team's playing. And they were like, we need you. And then he came in and everyone kind of thought he was just going to support because the support was out. But the jungler of Direwolves, Sybil, went to support, played Bard. And then Rippy locked in like his one-trick champion. And it was probably one of the most hilarious fucking things I've ever seen. Because he's notorious in solo queue for just like taxing, right? And then the camera, like 12 minutes into the game, pans down into the bot lane where Sharp Lulu is, and you see Rippy just standing behind the turret, just smacking minions like proxy farming before they hit the turret. It was the best, dude. I love it. It was so stupid. Like,
were they docked bans or anything? Because I docked out.
Yeah, I think they were docked all of their bans, maybe.
Ah, that's
one
all
ban.
right.
Not too sure. Yeah,
I was going to say if they weren't docked or anything, there'd be a bit of a consistency issue there. But it's nice to see there is some consistency.
Yes. Well, they had to Trident had to wait, so I mean, it's probably fair that they get ban stocked.
Yeah, definitely. It's just sort of they lost. Trident lost to the ragtag solo queue cheesiness. That is Udyr.
Yeah, Rippy, dude, Rippy. Udyr is Rippy, man. Gives me nightmares. You play with play with him in solo queue, he just never talks, man. He never gives you blue buffs. He takes every camp. He proxies waves. He taxes. He'll get a kill in a lane, and then he'll just take the entire creep wave, wait around, smack him the turret, and take the entire next one and just run off like a bear. It's so disgusting.
And then you just win games like that.
I guess kinda, because then you have like a massive Udyr.
Yeah, it's just like an Udyr no one's seen in 20 minutes, just like pokes his head out to a proxy farm and then goes back in the jungle. It's
just huge. Like, you can't even kill it. Like, I don't know if you watched the game, but it was like, go back and watch it, and there's a part where Trident are like all on him. Like, every single member is on this fucking bear, and it's just like, it's just running through, just tanking it hard, and like, because of that, like, Direwolves are all full health and they can just like push turrets and like get wards and like abuse it even further. Like, even though he dies, he like gets a net gain for his team. Like,
that's the thing, is like there's so many resources needed to commit to an Udyr like that. It's just like
you gotta pop like everything. Like, the Kale ult was used to try and kill this thing. It's just like, Christ, help me.
Just fucking die.
Help me.
I want to play the game.
I guarantee you have come across one of those times where it's like, oh man, this Udyr's just never dying.
Yeah, dude, I've played several games where it's just like, dude, fuck this guy.
It's exactly what Trident felt. I guarantee it. They're like, Jesus Christ, this man just never dies.
I will never die.
Yeah, Udyr.
Udyr, ridiculous. Udyr. So, yeah, it's sort of...
He didn't even go like the popular build right now, which is like Runic Echoes.
Oh, okay.
You go like the AP item on Udyr, and you just like smack someone for like 1,000 damage. He just went full tank.
Seems balanced.
Pretty balanced, yeah.
Yes, so a few things came up this week. Obviously, we talked about the roster issues, but the other thing that came up earlier in the week is looking forward to the future, and I think it was either Ejim or Carbon who was talking about how in the future, in like a year or two...
I think that was Ejim. That was the interview, right?
Yeah, the Ejim interview.
Yeah, that was definitely Ejim.
Talking about how in a year or two, teams without houses are just going to get left the fuck behind, because you can see in Legacy, they're just so good. And obviously you draw the comparison to Hellions, but as Ejim alluded to, it's a bit of a meme at the moment.
Unfortunately so.
But I think if Legacy win both splits next year, you'll have a Chiefs gaming house.
I
Guarantee.
mean,
If Legacy
it's
wins
a
split
long,
1,
it's a
2,
long time off, right? So like, I don't necessarily know who will still be around from the main roster. So and we don't know exactly how Riot is going to function in like 2 years or a year.
Okay, let's say Legacy win split 1, split 2, and get all the way. And if Legacy go to Worlds, if Legacy,
I think if Legacy go to Worlds, I think like probably not, because dude, it's so hard to like tell, right? Because so many people just like have uni and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess you can like do uni and live in a gaming house still. It'd just be pretty hard.
Yeah. But it sort of like becomes that thing where it's going to be worth it for the teams. Like they're going to have to pick between like uni and that sort of life, or being a League of Legends professional.
Right now I admire Legacy for doing what they're doing, but like if you look at it from like an outsider perspective, it is fucking stupid, dude. Like it's really good to see that they're like progressing the scene, but in terms of like a career choice, it's like really dumb.
I think this is just how it goes, though. Someone has to make the sacrifice.
Yeah, like that's why I can I understand where they're coming from completely. But like, if you were like a father, you know what I mean, and like your son was like living in a house with 4 other dudes playing video games for like what, I don't know how much they make. Well, I do, but I can't say, for like a certain amount every week, which is less than what you would get for bagging groceries. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Nudge. When are you going to start bagging some groceries, boy?
Dude, I actually have a re-checkout training, because I'm trained, but I just like
need to remember how to do it, so you don't
need
sell
to
like
refresh, you know what I mean?
Saffron for $1 or something.
Yeah, dude. Just start a lucrative saffron business. Just like get my friends to come in, start buying saffron for $1.
For those of you playing at home, saffron at Woolworths is what, like?
It's cheap because of how small it is, but like if you look at how many kilos, like the price of saffron per kilo, it's like it's not more. I was gonna say it's more expensive than cocaine, but
no, it's more expensive than gold. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah, so you get these like 5-gram bags or something like that, and it's like $20 or something. It's something disgusting like that.
It's a lot of money.
Basically, we figured out it's the most expensive thing, like kilo for kilo at Woolworths. So if you. But
that's in aisle 13 if anybody wants to go and check it out.
Just go and steal it. There's not enough there to like...
Yeah, worth it. Like,
yeah, you'd have to break into like a warehouse, like a saffron warehouse or something, and just
like going over, like stopped at the border with fucking bricks of saffron stapled to your body. Like,
just full of balloon bags of like
such
a saffron.
Asshole of like saffron. You're like... If it pops, you don't die. You just have a really nice taste in your mouth.
Yeah, you just have this really sort of like weird smelling fart for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we talk about, gaming houses or something?
Yeah. Now we got onto saffron balloons popping in your anus.
Oh, because you're talking about getting trained as a checkout chick.
Yeah, as opposed to like the wage. Like being a checkout chick, you get more than working in the OPL.
Yeah, but I think that's definitely how much you get paid is a reflection of how popular it is, I guess, though. Yeah. So if Legacy go to Worlds and don't become a meme like Kaboom and shit like that, if they don't become a meme like every other like wildcard team ever.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like more for the experience for these boys as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I mean is like. There's partly that, but there's also like the implications for the OS scene in that if someone goes to Worlds from OS, it'll be fucking huge.
Chiefs came like really close, dude.
It would have changed the course of OS.
Yeah, like
so many more people would be playing this.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if it'll change as much as everybody thinks it will, because.
But put it this way, if it doesn't, then being a professional who in OS will never happen.
Yeah, unfortunately. I really hope it does, right? But like we've never been there and we don't know the outcome yet. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's just a result of like the population being so small and like us being like at the arse end of nowhere as compared to everywhere else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those two factors combined basically mean GG for esports because there's not that much money in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Well, you make like Legacy and give it a
You
really
make like
really
Legacy, yeah. Like I don't think it's for monetary gain at this point. Like as I said, I think it's just pure experience.
Well, I think Carver's got the right idea because he's the owner of Legacy, isn't he?
I believe he has like shares in it or whatever.
Okay, yeah. So he's part of the company. So
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't imagine he has, because I'm fairly sure like owners can't play, or maybe I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Rippy's fucking playing. Owners can't play. Direwolves lose to Trident after disqualification.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know, just orgs in general in Australia just seem like not that good in this, but it's like a result of the fact that they can't be that good. Like for example, something like Immunity, who just had that issue with like the paying back and got kicked out of the OPL. That's basically GG.
Yeah.
I think as far as like orgs go, because like, and I know they're still running, and I know people are still like represented by or who represent.
They have like a really good CS:GO team, so like they're still around.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't. Can a brand survive being tarnished like that?
Yeah. Like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not the league scene. Like, I know they wouldn't have any respect in the league scene anymore, but...
Would Riot even allow them back in?
Yeah, they're only banned for like a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay, so they will
like
probably try again.
Or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, not too sure if they'd be allowed back in. Like, I don't know how they would be received, sorry. Like, obviously they're allowed back in, but how they would be received would be different. So.
Yeah, I think if I think basically what they'd have to do is just like own it and just be like, yeah, no, we fucked up. We're looking for this. That's the only way you can really sort of, I guess, save face is to just come out and say, yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, we done goof.
We want to be like manage it like our CS:GO team where, you know, they do quite well sort of thing. Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I looked down the list of orgs, and the only other org that really stands out is like Trident Esports is big because I just remember playing on the Counter-Strike servers back in the day. Where there's like
Trident's like selectively, but it's like all COD fags. Sorry, I should say COD fags. But it's like all people that like play COD and shit.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if they have like a huge following on League. I think it was more like just a business move for them to get into League. So.
And I know Direwolves have a Smash player who lives in Perth.
Yeah, I forget his name. They also have a Smite team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Smite is one of those things that's like, it's pretty big in OS.
Dude, Smite gets more money than fucking League right now.
That's because like there was a Smite team from OS that went to Worlds.
Yeah. But it's still like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, Smite's come on. Why you gotta do this? It's just coming out of nowhere.
It's just like, what's OS Dota like? It's just like...
Probably pretty shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I know one of my friends, she started what was called Southern Cross Dota.
Southern Cross Dota.
Which is like Dota. Which is like,
dude, it's
like,
Dota. I can only ever call it Dota. I'm sorry.
Let's go play some Dota.
Let's go play Dota, bro.
Dota, bro.
Oh, Dota. It's good stuff.
It's too fucking hard. Back to League of Legends, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Denying creeps? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, denying creeps and having advantage from standing at different points on the map is just like, I can't hit you. Why not?
I can't do it.
Oh, and dude, the UI is so painful after playing League for so long.
Yeah.
Like, there's no name bars or anything. It's just like, what am I doing? It's just like, guys, if Dota's too hard, then League of Legends is for you. And if League of Legends is too hard, then Heroes of the Storm is for you.
If HOTS is too hard, you're fucked. Play Hearthstone.
His HOTS too hard. I feel like he's probably just smashed your fucking computer after raging at HOTS if you went to Hearthstone and just gave up.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be the way you smash your computer.
Yeah, and just take up like Scrabble or
like gardening or something.
Knitting maybe, yeah.
Yeah, knitting's pretty low tier. Not very highly regarded in the
Yeah,
gaming.
not a lot of RNG in knitting, I find.
Yeah, no. Can't get a big draw on knitting, you know what I'm saying? It's just knitting. Yeah.
But to wrap up that initial point, basically next year, depending on the results of this year, I think it will greatly influence how many teams will have a gaming house. Because if Hellions stick around, then obviously they will. Legacy has one. You boys definitely need one. If Legacy kick you guys to the curb and go to the wildcard tournament.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. I still think Chiefs are like better than Legacy because you can match what. The funny thing is, you can match like what Legacy scrim right now because obviously Legacy's only they are constrained by the amount that others can scrim as well. So what are they going to do?
Yeah,
scrim Helions during the day, like all day, every day. Like they're not really going to get better from just smashing the same team over and over and over again in scrims.
True, but I think the quality of scrim would be higher by like being at home with the team because that makes the review process much easier. I don't know how much of a review process you guys Chiefs have. Like,
ours is pretty like extensive, I guess. If put it this way, right? If you sit in a house and you don't get better, what's the point? So no matter who you scrim, like if you're still not getting better, like there's literally no point in having a house. So I mean,
yeah, I agree.
For these other orgs, like Chiefs probably are in the position to get one. But as for other orgs, like Infernums, like that sort of thing, they don't have any sponsors, like they don't have any money. It's like really difficult.
They're poor motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they have computers.
AV could probably get one, like they've had one in the past, but
yeah,
these like low tier, like Sin doesn't have a sponsor, they're broke.
They don't have a sponsor, like no sponsors whatsoever.
Sorry, I was drinking. Zero.
They're a non-sponsored team. All these teams. What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, because they've never had results. So.
So being in an OPL team is not like enough to get a sponsor in OS.
No, not necessarily. Because our viewership is like shit. We get like 3,000 people in comparison to like 43,000 people on our LPL and stuff.
It's like 43,000 people as like Sneaky or something. It's just
dude. Sneaky pulls like 3 times our viewing revenue in like an off day. So it's like, what are you gonna do, bro?
It's quite depressing sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like it's a scene, you know. It's developing.
It's a scene. Yeah, that's the thing. We're getting bigger.
So long as we have a scene, right?
Yeah.
Like, so happy that we actually have a scene, no matter how shit it is. It's great.
If you had to quantify how many years behind NA in terms of the scene we are, how far behind we are, how many years do you think we are behind?
Well, I mean, okay, so NA, when did TSM move into the gaming house? Like season 2?
Yeah.
So probably about there, I guess. That's probably where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just like so far behind.
5 years. That's
5 years.
That feels about right. That seems like a tangible amount if you had 5 years on growth.
4 years?
Yeah,
probably not 5.
Maybe we get some hyper evolution going or something.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think that does it for us.
Yeah, dude, I think that's it. Yeah, no, I think
it's pretty good to have a punch out a long one. So it's good to be back, ladies and gents.
Back over the hour mark. I think this is a pretty good like lengthish.
Yeah, about an hour. That's fine. Don't bore people with all the.
Yeah, all the flabbergasting fucking around and shit. I felt definitely like been like looser with the language this week. So if you like us swearing, then or just not
let us know.
Let us know because we currently do have the explicit tag just to say whatever we want.
Yeah, if I have too much of a potty mouth, I'm more than happy to change.
Yeah.
I'll change, baby.
But for the next 2 weeks, I am going to Brisbane to compete in the annual Australian Laser Tag Championship.
Or as I like to call it, the Pew Pew.
The Pew Pews. So yeah, I'll be off in Brisbane playing laser tag for the next 2 weeks. So
hopefully I will be able to get something.
In theory, Eddie will have one of his friends. Hopefully a pro player. Come on.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Not everybody's as competent as you. Okay, like that's a compliment in disguise.
You just have to get a dude into Skype and talk for an hour about League of Legends in the OPL. You're good.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I will try my best.
Awesome. All right, but For me, Matt Mushu Hill, and the young Edward Sellers, Chief of the Chiefs, this has been League Down Under, episode number 6. You can find me on Twitter /Mushu Man. You can find the young Eddie at twitter.com/FatCatOCE. Have you got your Twitch account back yet?
No, dude, it's still hacked.
So you cannot find him on Twitch at the moment?
No, unfortunately not. But I will. I'll stream as soon as I get it back because I want to play video games and have fun.
Yeah, playing video games and having people watch is good. It's a good times.
I have a sub button as well, so
Ooh,
you don't have to sub to me, but come and look at my sub button.
Just look at the sub button.
Look at
and
it.
click the follow button.
Yeah. Click the follow button, and then you get a really weird donation sound that I'm sure you'll like.
Awesome. I've got like Peter from Family Guy going, oh yeah.
I have like I think it's a bit inappropriate to say on here, so I'll leave it at that.
It's hilarious, and you should press it to find out.
You'll have to come and follow.
Awesome. If you like Hearthstone, I'm also part of a longish running Hearthstone podcast called the Death Rattle Crew. So www.deathrattlecrew.com for that one. We talk all things meta and shit. But yeah, that's the only other thing I had to plug. But yeah, thank you for listening, guys.
See ya.
See ya.